Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. I am George Onyibe, of course, continuing from where we stop. You see, in the absence of light, darkness will prevail. And in as much as we know that there are things that bombard all of us at night, believe me, there are people standing by to repel them. And of course, the work we are doing here may not be of any importance to some of you, as it's not very obvious where we are driving to. But believe me, this will be the outcome. As we are doing our work, it will constantly make these detractors, this enemy of our people, to constantly looking for means to improvise. We will constantly distract them, help them to change the narrative, even to their own detriment. And so when we say things, they know we have caught them red-handed. They will shift and change their desire, allowing us to keep them on their heels. And so for a very long time, they've not been able to perfect any plan. But most of you are not seeing it. They could change like chameleon as far as they want. We will constantly put them on their heels by doing what we are doing today. As far as they are concerned, they listen to what we say, and then they make amendments in order to deceive you. My brothers, even though you are not seeing the result yet, believe me that we have kept them on their heels. We will continue doing that for a very long time until our people grow to the level of maturity where we can embrace this truth holistically and do the needful. This morning, I want to look at a message I simply titled, There is a project known as Anioma. And there is a project also known as Southside project. The difference between them at this instance is that the project called South is just about to begin. But the present project called Anioma has been there. Now, let me try and break it down so that if you are from Anioma, if you are from the Southside region, you understand that there are a lot of things we need to change. There are situations and circumstances, challenges we must stand up to the occasion, or else when we are long gone, our children will pay dearly for it. Our fathers were trying to present themselves as if they are reserved people, as if they are liberal people, as if they want to be politically correct, as if they don't want to offend anybody. Of course, considering what happened to those in their time who tried to change things, all of them were killed and nothing happened. Justice has not been given to them till today. Can I begin to mention their name? People who try to protect their people inside Nigeria. Was Ken Saro-Wiwa a criminal? Why did he have to die? Was Obiwale a criminal? Why did he have to die? Is Isaac Adakaboro a criminal? Why do they have to die? If all of them spoke up in that era, Anioma will not be going through what they are going today. And of course, the South-South region will not be what it is today, because we would have been able to develop this ability to galvanize around one another and do what is necessary in a challenging moment like this. Because it's obvious most of you don't know that we are in a precarious situation. We are the one that are actually threatened, and those who threatened us are the one crying that they are being threatened. I don't expect you to understand. But let me explain to you why I'm saying this. Few days from now, you'll be celebrating your Christmas, a period where there is a lot of merriment. People are going to eat and drink and so on and so forth. But let me tell you, you can see what is trending on the social media now. Those Igbo people, Biafra people, all their fake goods are coming out. Starting from the southeast will not stop this thing. Because as from this year, we must know those who say they have Barber Saloon and they are selling drug. We must know who open chemists and they are selling drug. We must know those who are producing fake product and killing our people. But you can't say it, because once you say it, they call you name. Because we are not doing the same thing. Some of us are referred to as lazy people. They mock some of us that we are poor people. They have money made in dubious way. Now, we will put eye for all of them in our region. Whatever they want to do in their region is best left for them. And when we are in their region, we have to be very careful to survive in their midst. Because a people who will gladly poison their own people just to make money. Have you not seen the number of baby factories discovered everywhere in Nigeria? And if you are Igbo man, please post video of Yoruba baby factory. Please post video of Hausa baby factory. Why must he be Igbo? Igbo, Igbo, all the time Igbo, all the time Igbo. The one that say they come from Israel. This miserable set of people. And those of you Igbo who did not come from Israel, you become part of it because you are massaging their ego. Because you want to behave like our father. So they say you are good people. Ndi Igbo, Ndioma, we shall make that money how you make it. But we shall expose you in that pattern before we toe on that path. If that is how they make money. But believe me, it is not in our culture, tradition. It is not part of our value system. And if you're waiting for us to be like you, then you are dreaming. No, baby factory everywhere. Somebody will go, get pregnant, hide them somewhere, and 9 months they give birth, they begin to give birth, sell children. Why won't family be so disorganized? When a lot of people who cannot have children, instead of adopting through normal means, they are going to buy baby. What then is the value of life if you can buy baby like tomato and toothpaste? What then is the integrity of humanity? What is left of us in the absence of rule and regulation? Believe me, we are all savages. And now, some of you can lower your value system, but don't bring it to our arena. Do not bring it to our arena because we have tolerated you people long enough. We have looked for a way to savage most of you, and every effort proved abortive. If you choose to lose your head, believe me, we will not be part of it. When Jesus was entering Jerusalem, he saw the holy city supposedly. He saw how much effort he has made to save Jerusalem from being invaded by the then Roman Empire. But then prophetically he was passing a message to them. Go to Matthew 24, you will see there. He said, Jerusalem, Jerusalem, that great, mighty, and faithful city, how I have longed to save you. How I have longed to save you. But he said, behold, you did not listen. And now the solution is on your doorstep. Oh, you Igbo Biafra. Oh, you Igbo Biafra. Almost 15 years. We try to coordinate most of you through the supposed Biafra agitator. But it looks like most of you are unredeemable, if not all of you. Because every day you give birth to criminal, you validate it. But you are lowering our value standard. I know you are not understanding, but I have to create this scenario so that you understand what may be happening to you in the coming days. There will be no more baby factory. There will be no more drug in our land that is selling fake drug. No shop selling fake drug. Understand it. Now, let's go back to the main purpose of this discussion. You see, Anioma people have been part of a region in Nigeria where it is very important that we defend our originality because Anioma people on their own are unique people. Striving in between unusual culture and tradition. Ethnic groups that has been there for a very long time. I will not agree the predators. You have the Oduduwa Empire, if I will call them empire. But of course they are maybe controlled by Benin in those era. Because I'm yet to see Oduduwa Empire anyway. That is not the essence of this broadcast. But the Yorubas, I give it to them. These are unique ethnic group. Powerful and influential during the colonial era. They were on our right. And then from our left, you have the Hausas. All the way from Awuchi Azis. Of course, they brought in religion. They had a very established culture that would influence us. But we are still there. The Yoruba brought tradition. We were still there. And then from the east, you have the Igbo, who brought in Christianity. They brought in Christianity to us. Forget about the works of Samuel Ajayi Crowther, because without the Igbo, we will not be answering all these Igbo names we are answering today. What makes them to give you baptismal name as a Christian and Roman Catholic is the same thing that made us to be answering Ike Chukwu, Chukwu Emeke, Chukwu, because Igbo people brought Christianity closer to us. And we give it to all of them. And then on the other side, you have another ethnic group, the Ijaw people, that are comprises of other unique ethnic groups. And now you see this tiny Anioma in the midst of this mighty civilization. They would have blown us out without a single resistance. We were nobody, but our fathers forged a union to preserve the only thing that we are. And then when there are swords of invaders coming from the northwest, east, and south, from every corner, these Anioma people, irrespective of their unique differences, said the only thing that will ensure our survival is to come together and one and form a front where we can defend ourselves, our lives, our territory, and of course, property. The project started more than 80 years ago, just the way we are starting this one. But even at this instance, the Igbos have had their Ohanese Ndigbo, the Yorubas has had their Feni Feriri, and the Hausa has had their own Miati Allah or Hausa Consultative Forum or whatever name they call it. And of course, you will give it to the Ijo. They have the Ijo movement right from inception. It looks like they saw faster than the rest of us. I'm coming. We decide to form a frontier to defend Anioma people more than 80 years ago. And each time we make effort trying to harmonize this process, they were struck. The first people who struck, or I may not say they struck, gave us into Midwestern region. We liberated ourselves as a region. But I'm talking of Anioma. I am always grateful to Bini people because they did not want to conquer us. They allow us to be now. So it will not be like we are changing the narratives. Even the Oba of Benin then made a parable, made a proverb, calling the whole Benin, whether you are a Shaolion or a Sako, to us, all of you are the same. Those of you trying to disgrace us, say, we the original Benin, we the day this world will haunt you. May God help you to recover on time. Listen to me now. As far as you are Olion, Esako, Ekpoma, Awuchi, we see all of you are the same. And as far as you don't have issue among yourself, don't break that union created by your father. Because if they separate all of you, they will come for you one. Just like the Igbo people are trying to tell us, Anioma is not this one, Ika is not this one, this Igbo Biafra, they are trying to separate it. And some Anioma people, some Ndokwa, Okwa, and Yosimili people are trying to buy into it. Believe me, if you let them break this bond, we will fight, believe me. Even when their arrows will blot out the sun, we will fight in the shade. But it's going to take a longer time than anticipated. And so we don't have all that time for your information. And so, like I was saying, Anioma uniquely wanted to form a front. The Ikwere were threatened. I have heard a lot of Ikwere people in the eastern region then telling me about Ikwere being one. And Ikwere is one today, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. I could tell you that when you talk about the ethnic groups that makes up the Ikwere, as they are referred to today, the Ikwere ethnic groups, you have the majority of them, the descendant of Apara. These are Rumukurushi, Rumola, Rumuigbo, Rumukuta, and this environ. Mbuoba, Chioba, these are the descendants of Apara. And then we cannot say we do not acknowledge other Ikwere ethnic nationalities like Obima, Igbida, and the rest of them. So numerous to mention. People like Obiwale walked out their axe to fix this. And is it not amazing that today Ikwere is recognized as ethnic group, but Anioma is not recognized as ethnic group? But believe me, Ikwere population divided into three is not up to half of Anioma. These are one thing most of you don't know. And so these few tiny Ikwere, some people say they are lazy, was able to do brain work, and Nigeria recognized them as an ethnic group. But look at the almighty Anioma. We are still speaking grammar, putting on ties, big boys. We are gaslighting everybody. We are trying to be accepted. My brother, you don't understand. Hold on. So Anioma people came together and said, let's form a frontier to be recognized as ethnic group in Nigeria. This era, they started sponsoring Denis or Sadibe. And most of these things squash. We are still trying to settle this Anioma issue. We are still struggling with it. No, they don't know we have not been harmonized as Anioma people. And that is why we are not recognized as ethnic group. And everything we have been begging Anioma people is that we need to put our differences aside and push for Anioma to stand. Because our chances of survival will be very big if we succeed. When we started pushing this thing, we all respected each other. Eka respect itself. Oshimiri respect themselves. Anyocha respect themselves. Ndokwa respect themselves. We are uniquely different people. I'm not talking about the ones that say they are rational. People like Peter Odelen, donate them. I'm not talking of Ogbaru people now. Because when they started, Orasi people like Peter Odele, our people, Ndokwa extraction. Anambra people, those Ogbaru Aziz, Professor Ben Wabuizi, them, Anioma people, these are Usimili people. And while we are dragging our foot, making effort to unite, to bring in Anioma identity that will save the next generation of our people. There are distractors, Igbo people. They will soon come and insult me. You answer Onyema. He say you are not Igbo. Igbo, Anioma is Igbo land. Everywhere is Igbo. The Anioma is Igbo. What does a car mean in Igbo land? And what does Abo mean in Igbo land? Is that not telling you something? Most of you will not believe that Anambra State or nature belongs to the place they call Opiweka. Opiweka is not Igbo man. And I hear one intellectual, dishonest Igbo man dishing out lies that a Gala king conquered them and then he sent people to come and be ruling them. That is why you have a Gala community in Enugu state and in Anambra state. But now that there is no more in the era of monarchy, that all these people should leave their land. These are the lies the Igbos are dishing out. They are everywhere. But they are not of any concern to me. Whatever they do on the line, we will use it and bring it back. And believe me, when we talk about them, we have downloaded them. Because by the time our facilities are ready, we'll begin to play the video one after the other. We will begin to expose them. Because these kind of people, the moment you confront them, their hypocrisy is exposed. And so that project called Anioma have been battered down. And now, let me borrow the words of Omo of Okpanam once again. When Igbo Unity Beggar Association went to meet the late Omo of Okpanam and was interviewing her about Anioma people, he told the guy, this is now meh, or whatever these Igbo Unity Beggars are. He told the guy, Anioma problem is not Igbo problem. Anioma is not in the southeast. Even though Nedi Nwoku now, who's supposed to know better, is telling them to put us in the southeast. He told the Igbo people, Anioma has its own problem. And that Anioma problem is that we have been trying how to harmonize our union. But the Igbo problem is that they should go and develop their place. They should go and repent and be born again. The video is online there. And now, I pick that simple word, that Anioma problem is that we want to develop our place. And we want to reconcile. We want to put our house in order. We want to become one. It has not been concluded. And so those of you ignorant and thinking you are politically influenced individual in Anioma land, you are jumping up and down. You don't know what is coming from you. I know you will not understand. So we have been working hard, trying to see how this project called Anioma could finally be bettered. And then we will be recognized as ethnic group. And then it will become easier for us. All those of you well in Anioma land, you cannot access through Anioma land except through Igbo land. It has to stop. Who will stop it? Only your tiny community, exactly what they want from us. All of you from Usimiri Aziz, all of you from Ndokwa Aziz, I need you to go and carry out forensic investigation. You will see that all the oil well in your land cannot be accessed through Delta State, but only through Anambra State. Igbo man is the one collecting the money, and they will come and tell you, the oil magnate, the oil rich man, the billionaire. But we kept quiet. Who will say it after all? And if you say it, you will have people like Nedi Nwoku against you. They will hunt you down like Kensaruwa and Obiwale of Ikure land. But when we have been able to come up with the identity, no, come and kill another Ikure man now. Come and kill another Ikure man now. Nobody does that now. But they can pick us one as Anioma and then do to us whatever they want to do. Do you think with the case of Emefiele, if the Southside region were speaking with one voice, Emefiele will still be answering questions to the crime they have committed more than him, which I do not stand to exonerate him? Is it not people like what is his name? All these politicians who steal our money, we walk into the court and EFCC and walk away freely? They would have done the same thing to Ukowa now. But we are watching until we grow to the level of maturity. And that is why I beg Nigeria, whatever you are doing today, because of the position you occupy, have it in mind that it will become a yardstick to judge all of you in the nearest future. Igbo people should have known better. That all the system they created because they were fully in charge of they had monopoly over every sector in Nigeria. They create this mess. Now they want us to blame the colonial master. And now today, it's not working in their favor. That they have to blackmail all of us, disorganize all of us, give us reorientation, play the victim, and complain. Don't worry. We have been trying to put our house in order. That is why I call it Anioma is a work in progress. It's a project. All they wanted is where we can come and form one front, speak with one voice, and then benefit from our land. Only Anioma state, for instance, is bigger than the whole of the Southeast. Because if all things were equal, the Midwestern region is supposed to have nothing less than 9 states coming out from there, because the old Midwestern region is bigger than the entire Southeastern region of then. I know you will not understand. In Benin today, Edo State, if you create 3 states from only Edo State today, you are not fair. If you create 4 states from only Anioma State, you are not fair. If you create only 4 states from Ijo Aziz, you are not fair. Because forget about the manipulation in the Nigerian map you see. It is like them telling you that the map of America is bigger than the map of Africa. But yet with all the big land of America, they still have to come and scavenge here, including Britain. All of them, their land is like one plot. But in the map, we are the one plot. They are the estate. Before, who would have agreed Igbo occupy less than 5 plots of land? But they are majority. Don't forget they are majority. Why? Because different ethnic groups came together and they formed this Igbo you are seeing. All of them are not Igbo, including non-speaking Igbo, including the tribes that refuse to give up their dialect. All of them are not Igbo, but today all of them must answer Igbo by fire, by force. But that is not the area I'm looking at. During the time of Olusegun Obasanjo, when they were creating states, Anioma people went there and said, give us Anioma state. They pleaded with Olusegun Obasanjo. And the reliable information I got from our monarch, who was part of the representative that went to see Olusegun Obasanjo, said that they had the following challenges. Number 1, Anioma people could not speak with one voice. That was the area that Obasanjo capitalized on, why they gave Igbo people Ebonyi State, and they turned down the creation of Anioma. Now that we are not asking for Anioma, they are now taking our Anioma to Southeast, and most of you don't even see what is coming. Hold on. The man said that when they approached Olusegun Obasanjo in his office and pleaded with him, we need Anioma state. Olusegun Obasanjo said, well, the problem now is that, which group are you? It was another group of Anioma. And Olusegun said, I have attended another group of Anioma. How can we create 2 Anioma states? Because there were some Anioma people coming from Obaru to Ndone. And there is Anioma people coming from Asaba down to Edo State. And Obasanjo said, we can't have 2 Anioma states. And they tried to explain, we are the original Anioma, we are the fake Anioma. Obasanjo said to them, no, this is not where you settle this thing. If you people want Anioma state, go and sort this out and then come. That is when we lost the last chance. But they don't tell you, nobody talks about it. We came back, we started doing work on progress, which some of us are trying to do. Most of you, we are trying to help. You even insult us. We are Anioma, we didn't send it. I am proudly Igbo. Don't worry, we will not be here. But other people will be playing this video for your children by the time they will hear when, because they are going to be deported to wherever they say they are coming from. You see now, they were the first to settle in Ife. They were the first, they owned Igala land. Just that Ata Igala was a powerful man who killed their father and took their land. Now they are coming to take it back. We are tenants. And Anioma people, you are tenants. When they come for you, you will know that Ikwiri people are in Igbo land. They own the whole Atlantic Ocean. That is what they are looking for. The resources. I'm coming. And then, this other state man told me that the second reason Obasanjo turned it down, that there was a petition from the East. From the East, I don't want to be specific, but those in politics, go and find out, go and verify. Nedinwoko, go and verify. There is your brother that is part of that process. Look for him. If I give you code, you will look for him. I would have told you he's a barrister, but almost 90% of all the monarchs are barrister. But look for him, he's an academician. He worked with the federal sector. He's a king, still sitting, very young, bubbling. They wrote a petition. The East wrote a petition that they should not create Anioma. That Anioma is Igbo. No need to create Anioma state in another place. I still did not understand why the Igbo man was the one stopping the creation of Anioma. And today, the Igbo people are now the one that is fanning the creation of Anioma. My brother, they are up to no good. The people that told me this thing, they are not poor people. The people that told me this thing does not hate Igbo people. The people that told me this thing, they are not beggar. The people that told me this thing love Igbo more than Igbos. Just that we cannot allow them to lower our value system. He said that petition was waiting for them. Olusegun Obasanjo knew what I'm saying. He said the third petition was coming from Urhobo people. They wrote to international community, asking them to leave us where we belong to. Maybe because Igbo people want to claim us, Urhobo actually want us there because we are happy the way we are. That is how this project was shut down. And a lot of people were discouraged. We still believe that we are Anioma. We continue that we are Anioma. And we will remain Anioma till tomorrow morning. Until our people understand the purpose why we are calling on Anioma. I would have gone back and begin to talk about my Abo people, my Eka people, my Owa people. I don't have much issue there. We all have issues to address. But we are not fighting anybody. And so today, why men sleep? Today, as a Anioma person, you think all is well. They are blowing the drum for you. They are Igbo Amaka. All of a sudden, they are going to our village to interview people at night. Not just interviewing them at night, giving them rice. There is hungry. Hungry people, they feed you. Setting a bait for you. Let me tell you how it works. When Americans declared the proclamation of abolishing of slavery, everybody was happy. America was to become the land of liberty, the land of everybody. The slaves were free. They're no longer slaves. Now they can be masters. But did you know that even after 100 years, the slaves were lower than animals in America? This is what led to a lot of revolution they don't tell you. So each time you tell me about America, ask America, when they declared that declaration of abolishment of slave trade, freeing the slaves in America, did they give the black any inheritance? Other color people, other white, Uyibo, British people, other Uyibo, all of them were given piece of land to build their own economic, to build their own culture, to build their own future. Blacks were never given any land in America. But today we can still pretend as a black America, yes, you're an American. Which land did they give your father? Where are the slaves they caught from India? Where are the slaves they brought from Japan? Where are the slaves they brought from even Britain? Where are the slaves from Parasitator and every other country in the world that you have representing America today, our almighty nation? And where is the land they gave to the blacks? And so you have to struggle for a very long time. And I'm sure you will never get any land inheritance anymore. You came to America, it was not voluntarily. You were stolen. Forget about who sold it to you, who sold you people to them. You people were stolen. Bob Marley simply said, Bubalon soldier, stolen from Africa. Now you are in America. I don't want to sing it too, but you know the song I'm talking. You were stolen. Why you celebrate American liberty and freedom? Know that the foundation of this liberty that America enjoy today was not holistic. And that is why America will never be able to attend to that place it targets. Another power will arise. And based on the injustice in the creation of the foundation, there will be a loophole. Russia was once like this. Something was not right. When America came, they are no more as they used to be. And this one America is doing, some power will arise again. And once they find you guilty, that foundation will crack. Believe me, a lot of nations are coming up without making noise. But what do I have to go here? When you see these Igbo Biafra people uniting you, Anioma is Igbo, and we, on the other hand, as poor as we are, in our uncompleted building, we are begging you, please, avoid this plate of rice they are giving to you. You are going to sell your birthright. You curse us, even as our brother, but we are not looking at you because we know you are not normal. I've not come here to say I am Onyabo. I mean, I'm only Abo. I'm not saying I'm only Anyocha. I've not said I'm only Ndokwa or Okwane. I've not said I'm only Oshimili. But I am all of them. But you will not understand. And then somebody who has never included you in their plan is the one jumping everywhere. Oh, you are Igbo. Hey, where you are Igbo. They are now leaving our place to come and develop. They are leaving their place now to come and develop our place. They will buy wrapper and give to your mother. Igbo Amaka, my brother. It will dawn on you, my sisters. You are not Igbo. You are not Igbo. You see, Ikwere is a recognized ethnic group. Their children can never be deceived into being Igbo. You see, Anioma, Google don't even recognize you exist. And then let's go to another aspect of it. And so by the time this project is completed, and then Anioma is recognized as ethnic group, and our state is given to us, our life cannot remain the same again. We will design how our place will be. Don't you see Igbo people dragging Southeast as if they have more rights in the Southeast than other tribes? You can't do that in Anioma. That is why they are even challenging our king, and you are clapping for them. Now, this is just to tell you about the project that is ongoing. It must be replicated in the South region geopolitical zone today, or else we are in trouble. Most of us may not be able to do very well, very much, but the little we can do, we will stop at nothing to make sure that all the people in the South know what is coming. Part of South today was carved out of the Old Eastern region. And your encounter in the Old Eastern region, those of you, half of Bayelsa, River State, Akwa Ibom State, Cross River State, you will know that your encounter in the Old Eastern region, you cannot see it without having to hate Igbo man. Because there was never any tribe that was politically relevant in the Old Eastern region. Never a single one, only Eyoeta that made gra-gra to become something. Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe chased him away, having losing the federal election. The frustration was so much that the Ambazonian today, the Southern Cameroon today, pulled out of Nigeria because they were part of the Old Eastern region, reporting to Enugu. That is how you will see Cameroon now, or Francophone and Anglophone. Tell me one River State man, Cross River State man, one Akwa Ibom man, and one half of Bayelsa man that was politically relevant. The same way there is no Igala man, there is no Idoma man in the Southeast that will ever be politically relevant. You know why we say this thing? You will see tomorrow now, the next election, they will make Igala man governor. They will allow Onitsha man to be governor because they made a vow that even Onitsha man can never be politically relevant in Anambra. And then they will give Idoma man position. Then our work is done. So how many of you from this state will wish to go back to the Old Eastern region? And if we want to check those of us from Bender State, they say let's do referendum. Do we re-establish the Midwestern region? My brother, if you see no, watch that person is an infiltrator. 99.9% of those who know what Bender State is, Midwestern region is, they will die for it. Because we have been yearning for it. We even bled for it. But yet, we are uniquely different in our own ways. A heterogeneous community, I should say, but who forged a front of homogeneous environment. And so after many years of ups and downs, we still want that day back. This is to tell you that nobody was dominating anybody. Nobody was robbing anybody. Nobody was more superior than anybody. Everybody had a fair playing ground. And now, we are now Southside geopolitical zone. If we begin to say, no, we don't want it, no, they have decided it. Who decided it? Igbo man. Who decides you to be South-South? Each time Igbo people insult you, that you are a fool, you don't have sense. How can you say you are South-South? Don't give them mouth. Just know that it's Igbo man that designed this geopolitical zone. Dr. Alex Ekweme. Abacha called him, we have said this several, do like this, do like this. He divided Nigeria and say, you are the Southeast, you are the Southwest, you are the North Central. And they come to us and say, you are the South-South. Was he drunk the night he called us South? Was Dr. Alex Ikweme drunk when he submitted the proposal to the then military president for us to be called South? Was he drunk? Did he take kai like me? Did he drink ogogoro like me? Because when we say the truth, they say we are drunk. Was he drunk? And the same people will now come out and mock you. Oh, you are useless. How can you say you are South? Oh. Yoruba name was a mockery name given to Duduwa people. Ikwere name was a mockery name given to the descendant of Apara. And then South is a mockery name given to us by Igbo people. Let us answer this mockery name and get the best out of life for the next generation of our people. How do we do that? There are so many ethnic groups. Most of us are too quiet. Some of us are too loud. I do not know how to create a platform to get all your attention. But this is a working project, a work in progress. All of us must come together. Do not pull back because you have a front that is defending you already. No, imagine if all our arsenals, their power is magnified, put together to become one. We could change our destiny. We could then become the true author of our destiny. And believe me, Nigeria will be greater. Because those who are taking advantage of what we have are not using it for the benefit of our people. They are using it for themselves and return very little to the federal government. And that is why everything that happened in the South region is not influenced by our people. It is influenced by a external body. Let anything happen in the South region today, Yoruba will speak up for us. Igbo will speak up for us. Hausa will speak up for us. And you will not hear the voice of any of our people. And the few of our people who would have spoken up, they demonize them. Look at what they're trying to do to Wike. But Wike is almost there alone. Imagine we have all the governors of the Southeast in support of Wike from their own territory. Let us see if we will not attend to the level of greatness that we are meant to attend to. What do you think is the strength of Yoruba people? Go and watch all Yoruba governors. They believe in continuity. When these governors stop and move on, another governor will take over from where he stopped. They don't leave abandoned project. Because even though they may be stealing money, they are not stealing it to the detriment of their people, but for the greatness of their people. Go and watch all Yoruba governor. You will not see anyone that leave office and begin to banter with his predecessor. You will not see that. That is why when Wike is trying to do Jagaban for Saint Fobara, I believe Wike is missing it. And I will tell Saint Fobara they should humble themselves and sort themselves out. But I think Wike know what to do. But they can continue there maybe until it's too late. And so as far as you have your predecessor fighting you or you fighting your predecessor, how can we come together? How can we build a future for ourselves? Yoruba understand this. Some of the governors have had issues in time past. Before you know, this governor and this governor is fighting, Yoruba will wail into it. That is where people like Tinubu comes in. Yoruba spokes, health statesmen, we went into it and call them, come. What did they worry now? Just slap all these governors like this, small slap. Come, go back there. Go and put your house in order. Yoruba, they move on. Why? No, are you the one to defend Yoruba? Igbo people know this. Despite the fact that greed have not allowed them to remain focused. Once they come to Southeast, they begin to shout. No, look at even governor like Professor Soludo coming to tell you, oh, we are saying, give us a Nnamdi Kanu. Oh, we are saying, give us a professor who know the heinous crime of his brother against his own people is playing low. Now, many of them are doing that. While we are waiting for them to metamorphose, the Biafra agitation, we want to know what they are going to come up with. When Nnamdi Kanu was losing his head, because he did, Igbo people were supposed to call him. The few who tried to call him, he didn't listen to them. But when anything happened, they will be the one to judge us. Oh, South, oh, South, everybody, shout. But where are the voice of the South? Is there little wonder why Oceanic Bank have to be destroyed? Are you still wondering why All State Trust Bank have to be destroyed? You want me to tell you why so many companies, so many individuals have been shut down? You want us to talk about why Ala Messiah went through what he went? You want us to tell us what Iburi went through? Because you don't have a voice. It is other people that speaks for you. Because when we come to discuss, they say, yes, we the Bayesians. You are the Bayesians. Good luck is very lucky indeed. Good luck, Ebere Jonathan, is very lucky indeed. And may the name of the God who gave him the wisdom forever be praised. Because when his own happened, we couldn't speak for him because most of us were against him. Go and ask Father Mbaka. They were everywhere destroying the man. And some of them were blowing him up. Fight for your right. It's your mandate. And the man simply said, see, my ambition does not worth the blood of any Nigeria. This is who we are. Did any of us actually speak up? No. But believe me, it was not necessary. Whatever they have done, that will be the yardstick for them to be judged. What are the people that say good luck is a woman? Now they have seen man. Now they want to cry. God bless Nigeria. We will learn from this mistake. And that is what we are trying to tell the people of Southside. And then another one will come and say, yes, we the Ogunians. I respect you, Oguni. But believe me, you will not win this war alone. Sometimes your closest ally will be the instrument of your doing. But until we create a platform who does not protect the interests of anybody, but protect the interests of all of us, you will see our destiny will change for good. And then another person feel because we are receiving enough allocation, we are quite bombarded and we are unique. No, my brother, you would have been better than that. You would have been better than that. I was listening to one young boy talk one day. He was looking at some children with their father playing. The boy was looking at them and smiling. I watched him closely. I read his emotion. He was happy, at the same time sad. I went close to him and tapped him. I said, what's the problem? He looked at me, he smiled, and tears dropped. He said, he pointed the man to me, how he was playing with his children. He said, my own father died when I was very small. I don't even know my father. And so the blessing of a child from the father is what he can only imagine. My brother, as a South man, if we're able to pull this short, the blessing of a region is what we are only imagining. But we are still alive and we can pull the short. This is 2025. It is not about talking and talking and talking. It is about talking and doing and doing and talking. Nigeria must progress, or else every confusion seed of discord they are sowing now is waiting for all of us in the future. It's waiting for all of us. My works are on YouTube. They are on every social media platform. Because one day I will have a question to answer and I will know where to direct them to. For 15 years, if not more than, we were begging Igbo people to have sense. But they told us they have more sense than us. Sense of criminality, sense of baby factory, sense of baby factory, fake drug, sense of pushing drug. That is the sense they have. Sense of blackmailing, infiltration, sense of destroying other people to emerge as leader. That is what they have. If God has not been on my side, I will not be alive to tell you what I have seen. Not that I have said what I have seen, because we are getting there. But this is just a call to make the people of the Southside geopolitical zone in Nigeria, that if we can be able to contribute our own quota to the development of Nigeria, we need to form a frontier. If Anioma must survive this onslaught against our people, that project must be completed. Because one day your children will wake up. I say Gogo does not recognize Anioma. In fact, the 4 major ethnic groups in Anioma territory, for instance, it's only in Ndokwa that they recognize. And I was saying, wow, where are Ika people? Where are Oshimiri people? Where are Nyocha people? When I get work to do. But of course, because of the little work some of us are doing, all of a sudden, boom, they now remember that there is Anioma. Do you know how Gogo remembered? Because he went to show me one of my page where I talk about only Anioma people. Most of you don't know I own that page. We don't talk, we don't insult you, everything you are doing, we store them from there. And people are giving us information about Anioma. You show me, boom, so local government is supposed to be Anioma. I say, Begin to tell me how many ethnic group there. And now begin to pop up. The one he hide, I will tell him. The one he hide, the Google was thanking me. Google now, the search engine, the AI technology was thanking me. In case there are future, I should notify them. My brother, what you does not use become useless. When you have something, you are not using it. Even the one you have will be taken from you. Now understand that our work is not driven by hatred of anybody. If it were in the past, not now, not anymore, our work as Southside geopolitical region in Nigeria is not driven by hatred of anybody. The project called Anioma is not driven by the hatred of anybody, neither the desire to dominate or control anybody, but for the single fact that we want to be the author of our destiny, which was first of all God-given right. And I'm sure all of you know this is not an issue to debate. I will stop here and ask my Anioma people and ask my South people. You have a work to do in your individual ethnic groups, because we need to have a say in our say, so that other people will not be having the say in our own say, whereas in their own say, we do not have a say in their own say. So how could they have a say in our say when we don't have a say in their say? Life no balance. So I will bring the broadcast to an end here. But before then, let me see those who want to insult me. Peradventure, I can extend the compliment of the season to them. So those of you insulting people of Nnamdi Kanu, please drop your insults. I love it. Daniel Yogi, I greet you from here. Bright Obaze, good morning from here. And Easy, what did he say? He said, you are a criminal Igbo man. Let's see what is he saying before I jump. He said, you are a criminal Igbo man. You were chased out of IPOB because of criminality. Please tell them the word to Mumu. Yes, I was a criminal. Yes, Easy, I was a criminal. I was chased out of IPOB because I stole money. You see, I was the finance minister, and my name was Nne Nayanya. As we speak, IPOB account in Kolo, Germany, have been shut down. The money had been siphoned by Nnamdi Kanu and Nne Nayanya, who happens to be his auntie. They are shareholders in many companies. Some of them paid factory in Abia State and so on. I am a criminal. When Nnamdi Kanu and Nne Nayanya wanted to steal the money, I took it. I'm a criminal. I stole money. And I was sleeping with people's wife. I even slept with Nnamdi Kanu's wife. Look at Nnamdi Kanu's son. He looks like me somehow. You people don't have shame. Igbo Biafra, you don't have shame. George Onibe was African representative. I was advising them how to live like human beings, having seen that they are animal. I visited almost every nook and cranny of the Southeast, begging our people to use their brain. And then I discovered that Nnamdi Kanu was the criminal among everything, and I confronted him. We had a fallout when he collected money from Peter Obi and Atiku. That very night, go and ask Benjamin Madubugu. The Ghana must go money they carried into the house of Benjamin Madubugu, Mbose Ehiala in Anambra State to be precise. The money was so huge that Benjamin Madubugu and his volunteers, those security men guiding him, started having, we are back. So go and ask Benjamin Madubugu. The money they collected from P2B and Atiku, I'm sure you have not forgotten articulation. All those people are not thief. But I am not in charge of finance. How could I steal the money I have no access to? And now you see you are Igbo man. That's your problem. Let's check another person. Is there? I see Ifanye. He said the mad, this condition. What does that make you want to know how to do? They can attack it. So, Ifanye, imagine I'm a madman. What does that make all your Igbo people, most especially the one that come from Israel, killing your brothers, killing yourself, fooling yourself? Nnamdi Kanu naneti, Hamadike, Mandike, for raping your mother before your very eyes, for killing your own people. They are your hero. Ojukwu led 1 million to their death. Wazirike repeated the same thing. Nnamdi Kanu told the part. Simon Ekpa is doing that. You people are changing the pattern to kill another Igbo. Why should I trust you? I'm a madman. I know all this. I think it's good to be mad somehow. Madman. Talk wetin I do, no be madman. And then who do we have here? I've attended to that one. Who is this one? I see. Let's go to Precious. Is it Prince? He said, George Onibe, you are better today and not sound bittered like your teaching. Now, understand, Prince, being bitter, it's your definition, your idea. This is emotion. When it controls me, I will react that way. When I control it, I subdue it. Understand, we are creatures of emotion. I have many nature. I choose the path to toe. And you shouldn't question that. Forget about how I look. Forget about how I present it. Just take the message and deal with yourself as of when necessary. Have you not seen the Bible? All the prophets of God were not in the same manner in terms of conducting themselves. Some were called the weeping prophet. Some were called the fire prophet. They had different way of explaining themselves. Zachariah and the rest of them may start crying. That doesn't make them weak. It is the part of the emotion they yield to. And then some are as bold as lion. That doesn't make them stronger than the weak one. And then you don't judge me how I present my matter. Take the message and leave the prophet alone. Being bittered or being melodious is none of your business. It's my choice. I see Igwe Abuchi. I greet you, Igwe Abuchi, my brother from here. I see Osaz. I greet you. Good morning. No insult. They have run out of insult. Drop insult. Drop insult. George Onibe, you are a true son of your father. Keep up the good work. That is Mike. Thank you, Mike. Honestly, I'm a true son of my father. I should see me as my father. Now, this one sweet me pass. Honestly, true son of my father. Honestly, it's not an issue to debate. Remember the insult by Wale Shoyinka. He said, George Onibe on referendum to erection. You think this place is a comedian? I won't even call your name. Kelly Carr, I greet you from here. Ogumbo, this same will be created, but not under Eastern region, for sure. Yes, that Ogumbo, I know is our name. Our original name, before religion, Igbo people now make us begin to answer Ikechukwu and the rest of them. Anioma will be created. The region is for sure, but it's not going to be on the Eastern region. And I must, by extension, Ogumbo, let's lend our voice to Tinubu not to do that. He will upset the balance. Of course, we are not forcing him. Let him follow Nedimoku and put us inside Igbo land, according to them. And say, oh, you are now in the southeast, Anioma. The southeast will regret it. And the person that did it will regret it. And his people will feel the impact. And we will be the spectator, playing the music that they will dance when the time will come. No, look at what Igbo people did when they were having monopoly to influence every sector in Nigeria. Is it not what they did now that is dancing against them? Less than 100 years. Whatever. Of course, we have to save our people. We have to save our people. So many insults coming there, but I love it. I'll respond to them later. That okay? What did Ubunga News say? Let's see if I can get, okay, say good morning, Mr. Onibe. I greet you, Ubunga News. Of course, this is where we bring the broadcast to an end. And by the grace of God, oh, I see my very good friend. My very good friend, I thought he has abandoned me. My friend I have not seen, but he's my friend. Let's see if Facebook will allow me to see him. Facebook, why did you flash? Okay. Why did you see Florence? I greet you. Okay, this is my friend. A man that tells the truth. I see Tunde. Oh my God. If I don't catch up with this man, I will not be very happy. My very good friend who always challenge me with the truth without being biased. And most of you will be wondering who I'm looking for. He's a Yoruba man. I see Tunde here. Tunde, it has been a long time. I greet you. I greet you. Thank you so much. There is this my friend, Babefa. Babefa, I'm trying to get hold of your comment there because I know you are the only man that is doing the needful. You give me forth and back, but you're just very objective. Babefa, I greet you from here. I see Festus. He say you are a great son of the soil. Born criminals who are from cursed tribe can never have a say in our affairs. Of course, nobody will have a say. They've succeeded in doing what they're doing all this while, and they were almost taking the best of us. Believe me, Festus, we're not going to keep quiet. Most especially when we see that everything they are doing is geared towards the complete annihilation of our people. Point of correction, Dele Fountain is not Yoruba. His real name is Dele Madu Abuchi. You see, I told you that Babefa, when Babefa talks, we listen. You see what he's saying? That Dele, I know his problem. But he will be disappointed. He should go and ask FFK. Oh, Igbo's are my in-law. Igbo's are my in-law. He should ask FFK. Igbo not in in-law again. Go and ask even the Benin man, Barrister Zukwo here. Oh, how they suffer Igbo. How Igbo was marginalized. Is it have they stopped marginalizing in Igbo because it's going to get fake drug and fake food drink very soon? So Dele is just a newcomer. Only emotionally weak people can be traumatized by these individuals. Today, I think I have about 7 views now. But there was a time when I'm making broadcasts, I can see like 4K view at the same time. I was doing the wrong thing, and they were cheering me, applauding me for it. To them, I am their mugu. Now, they will even tell their fellow, why are you there? Will you leave the page and get out of the page? But why will I look for view when I know that before I finish this broadcast, other people have duplicated it and posting it on different... Why will I look for view? Am I here to monetize my page? I've not done that yet. Because God knows what he's doing through his people. Thank you for that information, Babefa, and Florence and the rest of you. Edward and Anioma, we stand. Thank you so much, Edward. And so many people, I may not be able to call their name now, but I'll go through the comment section and then pick up the topic that befits the Igbo Biafra people. Have a wonderful day, and God bless you.